Alright, alright, alright. Sorry about that. I thought I had everything set and ready to go, but apparently I did not. But we are ready to get in to see the opening. What's up, Leanne? Of Dawntrail. I want to see what they have for the opening scene. I am not far enough in the story yet to actually play the new expansion. I couldn't get there, sadly. But I did get the pre-order so we can get the whole new graphic overhaul. And so we can get in because it's an early release, so there's going to be a lot of people in here. So, opening scene? Look how pretty that is. So beautiful. You're up early today, Leanne.
Hi, Dylan. A vibrant planet blessed by the light of the crystal. Amid azure seas, encompassing the westernmost of the three great continents, there lies a realm embraced by gods and forged by heroes. Her name, Erozea.
Fair enough.
The annals of Eorzean history chart the rise of a succession of great civilizations, each one enjoying an age of peace, the astral eras. To date, all have proven ephemeral. In the year 1572 of the sixth and most recent astral era, the Northern Empire of Garlemald amassed a great army at the heart of Eorzea, seeking dominion over all. Rising in desperate resistance, the forces of the Eorzean Alliance met their would-be conquerors in the field. Yet, even as the battle raged, the lesser moon, Dalamud, was plucked from the heavens through imperial machination. From its core emerged the elder primal Bahamut, who unleashed his fury upon the realm.
Assuming this is giving away a little bit of spoilers.
Brought Eorzea to its knees and the era to its end.
Because we just finished Heaven's Ward.
Years have come and gone. The light of life still shines upon Eorzea. Man labors tirelessly to raise himself from the calamity's ruin. The realm
that's some stuff we already know.
changed, a stranger to him once more. Yet heedless of what lies ahead, he shall press on. Spurred by the promise of peace and prosperity. Amid this period of great change, an adventurer arrives in Eorzea, one whose tale is yet unwritten.
That would be mine.
May he ever walk in the light of the crystal.
Okay, so that's just a recap of what has happened. Nothing new, but that's really cool. I really appreciate that they actually did a recap from the beginning. That was just from the base game. It's time to see the new graphic overhaul. We have 3 new classes added. Dan, you should play this game with me. Hmm. I mean, no, you're okay. Even the top WoW players have come to play it. Blood gauge, has it changed? Glow of darkness, edge of darkness. So nothing there will be changed. I love the Dawntrails. Pretty sure they gave us a new skill for I believe if I looked at it, yeah. Changed action. All weapons the same. Okay. Oh, come on, Leanne. Where was it? Settings. I had accidentally turned off my seeing my stuff. My area of effect. I'll have to mess with it later. No, I did not. Okay. Where are we going? Alright, let's look. Look at it. Viper. And Pictomancer. Viper and Picto! Okay. Oh, I'm right here. Yeah. Lord Commander is inside.
Thank you for coming. I wish to speak with you both in a place where privacy was assured.
We quite understand. What was it that you wished to discuss?
With my father's passing, the seat of the Archbishop lies vacant. And so, in accordance with canon law, I have assumed his responsibilities. I should stress that this is a temporary measure. It was never intended that the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights serve in this capacity indefinitely. Quite the opposite. The statutes specify that I should surrender my powers as soon as a conclave of the senior clergy and the high houses have named a new archbishop. But in light of recent events, that would not seem appropriate.
I confess I did not expect you to divulge quite so much quite so soon. The details of the Archbishop's plans, perhaps, but the true origin of the war and all is...
Come on. Bum, 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 bum. Gotta love the people in here. Super nice. Oh, that boy's quick. This is the longest. This is the base game stuff. I don't know if you guys remember. I'm sure you guys do. You're smart as Jim. Smarter than I am. Doesn't take much though. I don't remember that mechanic being there. Did they change it? Oh, they removed my jump skill. Okay. You know what? Just not being able to see my AoE stuff is driving me nuts. I'm gonna turn it back on. Figure it out. It's all clear. Run, 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 run. Cutscene. Alright, from now on, because these things take so freaking long, we'll do our dailies after the stream or outside of the stream. Because to me, doing stuff like this is like boring content. Boring content, I can't get out of it. Boom, boom, boom. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum. Yes. Time to fight. Right. We are right. So much unnecessary talking. The cool thing, one of the cool things that I'm really excited for, a little bit later, because I don't know what gear has it and what doesn't. Not all of it right away will have it, but I get to have 2 colors. I can dye it twice. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Take it easy, princess. What's up, Joe? How are you? I still have yet to get a call about anything. in? What's that like? Even Leanne doesn't know what sleeping in is. So much so that she hasn't even gone to sleep yet. Actually, she's probably asleep right now. She was playing a game. I don't think she's asleep. Nope, they haven't called me yet. It's not gonna be a good thing. Like, the two teachers downstairs are not gonna be happy having the mod severe one-on-one kids that are constantly making noise in their classrooms. It's just not going to be a good yeah, especially your classroom. She doesn't like talking. Because I'm leaning back, it makes it look like I'm barely in the camera. Yeah, that means they're going to have to get new keys because I don't have enough keys for everybody for those classrooms. And then the people that just got their parking spot moved up to the back are now not going to be, like, they're going to have to park up in the back and then walk all the way down. Which, at the end of the day, would be nice. Because then they're right there. From one cutscene to another. So it's nicer for them, but it's, in the morning it's like, eh. More steps. The thing is we won't be walking, like, you definitely won't be walking in that classroom. Like, being able to walk back from the store, that stuff, won't be a thing. It's going to be a completely different change.
Do you believe in Erozea? Erozea's unity is forged of falsehoods. Its city-states are built on deceit, and its faith is an instrument of deception. It is not but a cobweb of lies. To believe in Erozea is to believe in nothing. In Erozea, the beast tribes often summon gods to fight in their stead, though your comrades only rarely respond in kind, which is strange, is it not? Are the 12 otherwise engaged? I was given to understand they were your protectors. If you truly believe them your guardians,
No thanks.
They will answer, so long as you lavish them with crystals and gorge them on ether.
Yeah,
Your
that's why
gods
I've
are
been
no different from those
like
of the beasts.
sending out
Icons, everyone.
application after application after application to other jobs.
See how Eorzeia's fate is bleeding the land dry.
We thought this year was crazy. I mean,
Nor
who
is this
knows?
unknown to
It
your
might be okay.
masters, which prompts the
But
question,
just based
why
off
do
of
they
what we
cling
know,
to these false deities? What drives even men
it
of
doesn't sound
learning,
like it's going to be
even the
a
great Louis Suave,
very
to
good fit,
grovel at their feet?
especially for our stage of kids.
The answer? Your masters lack the strength to do otherwise. For the world of man to mean anything, man must own the world. To this end, he hath fought ever to raise himself through conflict, to grow rich through conquest. And when the dust of battle settles, it is never
Hopefully
the
it's
strong
better.
who dictate the fate of the weak. Knowing this, but a single path is open to the infinite ruler, that of false worship, a path which leads to innovation and death. Only a man of power can rightly steer the course of civilization, and in this land of creeping mendacity, that one truth will prove its
For
salvation.
quite a while, probably.
Come, champion of the
Everybody's going to have to get used to everybody.
Face me. Your defeat shall serve as proof of my readiness to rule. It is only right that I should take your realm, but none among you has the power to stop me.
They shorten his fight again. Hold on. What's up, eyes? Two-player accommodations. Ah. I know little of the lands these dragons call home. This annex shrine. Had you not agreed to escort me, the coming journey would seem a far more daunting prospect. Sorry. I confess, I myself once shuddered at the thought of it, yet even the longest journey begins with the first step. Does it not? But ere we set forth by unto, and I must needs inform our comrade of our plans. Okay, very well. I shall see to my preparations. Then let us go and bid farewell to Tartu by unto. So, what was your secret meeting all about? I'm all ears. A diplomatic mission to the Enix Thrine, you say. Well, I suppose that does take precedent. But should your meeting with Valdefnor happen to end early, you might consider rendezvousing with Yustala and Isda. She'll be there to receive our guests. Don't get me wrong, your meeting with the dragons is terribly important and everything, but this scholar just happens to be time permitting, as I said. We shall endeavor to join Yustal, but if we cannot, pray pass on our regards. Let us be off by Untu. We have kept the first commander waiting long enough. Okay. Alright, no. I just realized they got rid of my jump skill. What is this? Rush to a target's location. Interesting. Oh, finally done with the ads. Sorry about that. The only way for me to get rid of them is if I apply to not be an affiliate anymore. I can't turn them off. So I've got the gauntlets, I don't have the helmet, I don't have the boots. Okay. So I got the boots, the bracelet, the necklace. I'm not putting the earring on. That's my stuff is better. Get that vacation. Has been flying and hasn't been necessarily restful. Yeah, mine really hasn't been restful either. Alright, let's get this new helmet on. Alright, where are we heading? Oh, let me see it. You are ready, then. Good, so am I. Piety, ability, skill speed. need to learn these things. What? So, I want tenacity. Not that one. That sucks. My vacation went slow. It was so restful and peaceful. That's awesome. Alright, that's... Ready to escort. The path is long but known to us. From Falcon's Nest, we shall cross the western lands and take the Tailfeather into the Dravanian forelands. We can stop to rest and replenish our supplies. Questions? If not, then the stables awake. Or, hear me out. Fast travel. Because I can do that. Super. And I got my dragon. Look at that. I got a dragon to fly. I forgot that I had a dragon. I always imagined the first time I set foot upon the Dravanian soil would be at the head of an army, and here I am, ready to treat with the brothers and sisters of mine enemies. Full well do I know how difficult it can be to set aside the past. Though it was I who first proposed recruiting Istal to our cause, I questioned the wisdom of my words, almost as soon as I uttered them, and for a long time after that. Here was a woman with the blood of innocence on her hand, men, women, children, all slain in the name of the implacable Lady Iceheart. Yet she acknowledged her misdeeds and agreed to join us in common cause. At our side, she fought in service to that greater good even until her dying breath. And while that does not absolve her of her sins, I hope that one day she will be remembered not merely as a heretic, but as a misguided soul who dreamt of peace. You ask much, Master Alphino, yet who can say what might come to pass, should our negotiations bear fruit? Yes, of course. We must press on to the Annex Shrine. If you would follow me. You would follow me. Oh, what am I doing? I got the money. I can teleport around. Look at that. We can bank. We can bank. Look, we do some banking. Oh, so sweet, Joe. Such a sweetheart. Thou art ever welcomed here, friend of Ystel. But this one I do not know. Pray forgive us unannounced for this unannounced visit vid Offenmore. May I present to you Lucia, first commander of the Temple Knights of Ishgard and our trusted friend. It is an honor to meet you, Vidofnir. There we go. I have come as an envoy of Sir Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights and acting leader of the Holy See. Indeed, you may speak, Knight. For 1,000 years, man and dragon have been locked in an endless cycle of bloodshed and sorrow. To our shame, we long believed our kin to be the architects of this war, but now we know the truth, that King Thorn and his knights, 12, did willfully betray and murder the Great Worm, Radiciarch, shattering the peace between our peoples. For 1,000 years, our leaders conspired to conceal this truth, the truth which was at last laid bare by the Warrior of Light, the Azure Dragoon, and Ystal. Alas, a deception so erratically wrought cannot be undone in a moment, and our people labor to accept the truth. After an eternity of war, we would dare to dream that peace could at last be within our grasp. Yet dream we must, as Ystal once did, and we must make the dream a reality, as she could not. We humbly beseech you, Vidofnir, join hands with us in friendship once more, before the eyes of my people in Ishgard. A most unexpected invitation. What? I have heard your request, knight. However, I cannot yet give you mine answer. May I ask why? This matter concerneth my sire. He must needs be consulted. Moreover, the Nath grow bold, even as they did before, and I would not leave my people at the mercy of the swarm. Fair enough. Then we will wait. After 1,000 years of war, we shall not give up on peace for want of patience. Ha! Fear not, knight. Thou shalt have mine answer within thy lifetime. So soon? My humble thanks. I shall bear your words to my lord forthwith, until we meet again. Go. There we go. Oh, look at this sleepy puppy. Look at sleepy boy. You get your rest now. Given the circumstances, I would say that went rather well. To be frank, I am surprised the proposal was not rejected outright. Whether aught will come of it remains to be seen, however. Mayhap I should take this opportunity to speak with some of the other dragons. But you need not wait for me. The return journey holds no fears for me now. Okay. Well, if you have no further need for our services, we shall continue on to Charlian. We hope to welcome a scholar who has agreed to aid us in the search for our missing comrades. Then I pray your journey is as swift and uneventful as ours was, and thank you again for sparing the time to assist us, even when such grave matters remain unresolved. Well, no problem. Anytime. I can think of no graver matter than a 1,000-year war, one which our friends gave their lives to see ended. Suffice to say, I would willingly make 1,000 such journeys to ensure that their sacrifice was not in vain. Of that, I have now no doubt, Master Alphino. I only hope the fates will not hold you to your word. Hi. Working the cycle. $10,000. Another time, another place. So it would seem we have time to greet this scholar after all. How delightful. I shall be interested to hear how she means to go about finding Minfilia and Thancred. I can only assume she is privy to some new investigation techniques. In any event, our first order of business is to rendezvous with Ystal and Eisenshire, or Idleshire. Okay, I'll meet you there. You have fun walking. You have fun walking. You have. Oh. Maybe we'll do a different stream where we are trying the first Savage raid they ever introduced into this game. We'll pick that up. We'll accept it. Psh, is Uplander saying it? Giant of iron rising from river. Ystal and Cid leave to learn more, but are not back yet. Great is plight of Gobbyflack. Giant is too big. Can squash Idleshire flat. Where are the Uplanders? I don't know. Calm yourself, Slowfix. Ah, Boyantu. This, well, you are here, for our need is dire. A colossus of steam and steel has risen from the Thanklick. Yet it is no mere forgotten contrivance of Shiel. The result, aetheric disturbance, confirms that it is a primal, and that it was summoned amidst the ruins left for the river to reclaim. For a mercy, it stopped dead no sooner than it had broken the water surface. But so long as it remains in our realm, it may spring to life again at any moment. Ay, ay, ay. Yes, yes. But what does Uplander find near Idleshire? Is wilderness still heavy with aether? Nay, the aether grows puriously thin and more swiftly than I have imagined. The primal is bleeding the land dry. Should it be suffered to continue, this entire region will become a barren waste in a matter of moons. Whoa! No. Gobbyflack has only just found home after long wanderings. Idleshire will not fall. Slowfix will not allow it. And nor will we. I have already spoken to Alphino, and he concurs that we Scions of the Seventh Dawn must do all in our power to eliminate the threat. Yet given its size, I deem it wise to attack from two fronts. Our first and most obvious recourse is to keep our foe in check with bladed magic, much as we have done with other adversaries. Second, I propose that we attempt to cut off the flow of aether, which sustains it, mayhap by physically separating the primal from the land. If we are to get rid of the Colossus, I think the latter course more promising and mean to enlist Master Myota's aid in pursuing it. Yet such things take time. Thus I have asked Master Garland to remain here and keep watch over our foe. Given its apparently mechanical nature, his enterprise should prove invaluable to you. To you, I say, for I would leave the fate of Idleshire in your hands. Should the primal chance to stir ere my return, you are to join Cid in repelling it. An inevitable tax, but one which you are singularly qualified. Fair enough. Rest assured, I do not mean to linger with Master Myota any longer than necessary. The moment we find a solution, I shall make haste to rejoin you here. Well then, let us be about our duties. I will leave you to discuss strategies with Cid. Okay. Backrix is keeper of knowings of Idleshire, can say where Cid has gone. Uplander should talk with Backrix. Okay. We might unlock this a little bit later, but we're going to go back to the main story. I did not expect 75,000 years of talking. But I guess it makes sense. That's just the first Savage raid. Ah, Bonto, 'tis good to see you. I confess I had assured your business in the Anarch's Thrine would detain you longer. Did your meeting with Vidnofnir go well? As well as you can be expected. She must discuss Sir Emmerich's proposal with I'm trying to pronounce all these names. It's absolutely atrocious, of course, but she seemed amendable to the suggestion. What of our Charlian guest? Has she arrived yet? She has, but when I explained what you would be that you would be joining us, she asked if she might use the intervening time to explore. I agreed to meet her outside on the front bridge. Should be on her way. It's considered a city. Oh, she's so little, so cute. Oh, look at that adorable face.
I'm terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
You better be.
You need not apologize. We arrived but a moment ago ourselves. Pray, allow me to introduce Kryle, who has recently come from the Sharlayan motherland. She has generously offered to assist us.
Oh, please, think nothing of it. A trip to Erozea was long overdue. You must be the Warrior of Light. Yes, you certainly do look the part. A pleasure to meet you at last, sir. And who is that I spy but young Alpha No Levieur himself? I dare say someone's grown an ilm or two in my absence. Or are those lifts in your boots?
We, Miss Kryle and I met at the studium years ago. I shall forever be indebted to her for her sage guidance.
It was no small task keeping him out of trouble, believe you me. The youngest ever to enter the studium, him and his
Later,
sister,
brother. Have a good one.
11-year-old prodigies. Suffice it to say, social graces were not among his list of talents. Striding up to his seniors on his first day, head held high. What was it he said again?
Thank you, Kryle.
For what? I haven't finished yet. Would you care to attempt a more dexterous deflection?
Mayhap we should save this delightful conversation for a more fitting occasion, when pressing matters do not demand our undivided attention.
A bit much, but better. I can tell you have been putting your skills to use here in Erozea. Henceforth, I trust you will dazzle me with your eloquence at the first time of asking.
Got him.
Right, on to more pressing matters. Finding Minfilia and the other missing scions.
I gather you have new information to share with us.
A new approach, actually. Tataru recounted the tale of your escape, and it gave me an idea. Simply put, assuming Thancred left some manner of trail when you whisked him away, as is almost always the case with teleportation magics, I am confident I can find and follow it.
Then what are you waiting for?
The wherewithal to do it. The fact is, my abilities aren't quite up to the task. Not in themselves, anyway. If I had Master Matoya's crystal eye, on the other hand...
Then let us all call on her forthwith. I think it best that you explain your plan to her in person.
Alright, time to go see the lady. The dragon. I love my dragon. I could just fly around all day on top of him. You did say we were headed for a cave, did you not? Because I certainly don't see a cave nearby. Is Master Mayota meeting us on the way or something? Oh, you send her over there to fight. Max potion? That's not what a max potion does. I have heard many stories of Master Mayota, some quite flattering, others less so. Rest assured, they were all true. This way, and have cared where you tread. Everybody loves dragons. Amen to that.
Oh. Is that trouble I smell?
What's
or
up,
did you forget
trainer?
to wipe your boots on the way in?
Forgive us, Master Matoya. We will be sure to wipe them on the way out. And may I say how glad I am that age has not yet deprived you of your senses.
Ever so quick-witted, aren't we? To the detriment of your manners. Well, out with it then. What do you want?
Pray, allow me to introduce myself, Master Matoya. I am Kryl, of the students of Baldessian. I hope you will excuse our unannounced visit.
Baldessian, you say? Ah, yes. The old coot set up shop on the Isle of Val, didn't he?
Regrettably, our order's headquarters and the isle itself were obliterated by a magic of immense power. I have the blessing of light to thank for my own preservation.
Kryl, you too possess the Echo.
Well, yes, of course I do. Our order is devoted to uncovering the mysteries of Hydaelyn and interpreting her will, particularly through the study of her gift to us. It was in the course of these studies that I met and subsequently befriended Minfilia. She and I have rather a lot in common.
I had no idea.
You weren't supposed to. Not that I wanted to deceive you, you understand, but precautions had to be taken.
Yes, yes, that's all well and good, but you still haven't told me why you're here.
The students of Baldessian are gone, and there is naught I can do to change that. But the signs of the Seventh Dawn can yet be restored, and my dear friend found. You have in your possession an ancient crystal of light, one you call your crystal eye. I believe I can use it to focus my abilities and locate one of the missing scions.
And there I was, thinking you might want to make use of my years of experience. Oh, wait here.
Long did I ponder the nature of this crystal and its familiar radiance, but never did I suspect it was a crystal of light.
On the cusp of an umbral calamity, souls blessed with the power of the Echo invariably appear. To aid these, her chosen warriors, Hydaelyn bequeaths to each a slither of her strength, in the form of a crystal of light. But as her strength wanes, so too does the potency of her gifts. This crystal, born of an earlier era, is infused with a power far greater than those of this age.
You could travel the length and breadth of the land and not find a crystal even a fraction as pure. Its value is beyond measure, as are the risks inherent in its use.
No two manifestations of the Echo are alike. I, for example, can converse with beings of every shape and size, excepting beasts, contrary to what others would have you believe. Language has nothing to do with it, of course. Rather, I am sensitive to the whispers of the soul. Their intent, their very essence even, the traces of which serve to guide the elementals to Y'shtola. Far-fetched though it may sound, I believe that with your crystal eye, I may be able to pick up where they left off and follow the remaining trail to Thancred. That is, if I have your permission.
Somebody's got a thing for Thancred.
Well, the poor sod's not going to find himself. So, as long as you don't drop it or take it out of my sight, you may do with it what you will.
Thank you, Master Matoya. Then let us begin. From the Black Shroud, the trail continues to the north and west, towards a mountain, the foot of Som Al. It was a near thing, but he was not deposited within the rock, I think.
The hunters of Tailfeather know those lands well. I say we begin our search there.
This expansion had a lot of dragons in it. There's even an area where you can go to a building and there's dragons just in the thing, and you can just walk straight up to them. Fantastic. We haven't started achievement hunting yet. We will do that some odd time later. Were I to find myself in an unfamiliar wilderness, my first instinct would be to seek out signs of civilization. Ordinarily, perhaps, but in his wounded state, he may not have wished to risk contact with strangers of unknown allegiance. Yet, even had Thancred chosen to remain in the forest, the hunters would surely have stumbled across his trail. Tailfeather doesn't strike me as an isolated outpost, though. Merchants and traders pass through reasonably regularly. Do they not? In which case, we'll need to provide a more detailed description when we question the locals. Fear not, Krill. I have already prepared several sketches of Thancred for that very purpose. This is impressive. You drew him from memory? A skill I acquired some years ago for reasons I no longer remember. He remembers. He's lying. It's a filthy liar. I propose we split into 2 pairs. Yustal and I will inquire at the outlying encampments while Bauntu and Krill question the residents of Telfeather. Afterwards, we shall regroup near Loth Vast to share our findings. Assuming there are no objections, let us be about it. Hey, tell me how you really feel, big dog. Anyway, we had best get started. Find me when you finish making your rounds. Okay. We're gonna stand right on top of each other. Looking for a friend of yours? Let's have a look then. No, ain't seen him around, sorry. Too much, you. Oh, she's so cute, so tiny. What's that you've got in there? Sketch. Can't say I know the face. You say he's something of a warrior? I heard a tale the other day about a Hume vagabond who brought down a bandersnatch by himself, and with style. The way they tell it, he was dancing with the beast like it was the bell of the bleeding ball. Sound like your man? Yes it does. Thancred's got the moves like Jagger. I keep missing the Pokemans. Well, at least you're here. I appreciate that. That's what matters. A humor man. We're not exactly rare, you know. Could you be more specific? More specific. Dreaded gamer, what's up, man? I haven't seen you in forever. Haven't been paying attention. That makes sense. How's life? How was life? I did spy this one bloke a while back. Didn't get a good look at his face, but it could have been him. Yeah. Playing some Dawntrail, deciding if I'm gonna call out of work. Fair enough. I am in the post game of Heaven's Ward. I wish I would have been able to get up there to Dawntrail, but life was really busy, so I've only really been able to play a few days a week, and only for a few hours. But I'm very excited for the story. I loved the Heaven's Ward story. I'm really excited to get into Shadowbringers. And then, you know, the Stormblood, and then Shadowbringers, and then Endwalker. I heard Endwalker was fantastic. It was like the best expansion, well-received expansion out of all of them. So, and I've seen the interviews with Yoshi P and how he says that they've got plans for like 4 to 5 expansions for Dawntrail, so pretty excited about that. This was beyond the forest, as I recall, along the river to the west of Tailfeather. I remember thinking he wasn't much of a hunter. The lad was making no effort to cover his tracks, see? That, and he was carrying an axe instead of a bow. Okay. Finished? In that case, I think we've learned everything we can here. Let's see what the others have found. Okay. Big dragon. I am actually off work on summer. Hence the reason why I'm streaming in the morning instead of in the afternoon like I normally do. Appreciate it. Have fun with Dawntrail, brother. My apologies for our late arrival. We thought it wise to question as many hunters as we could. Many have made camp inaccessible to locals, ideal for hunting game. Not so receiving visitors. Nevertheless, our time proved well spent. There have been countless sightings of an exceptionally capable Hyren hunter with whom no one is familiar. Though none chanced to see the man's face, his height and build match Thancred's description, as does his fighting prowess. So you have heard the same tales. Be that as it may, we yet want for conclusive proof. Mayhap this is unrelated, but I heard a curious tale regarding the Vath trader. He came to Tailfeather to search of garments fit for a man of refinement, which seemed a rather curious description for one of his kind. You are implying that Thancred sent a Vath to the market in his stead? Why would he not go himself? Well, if you recall, you yourself emerged from the livestream as naked as your name day. It is a scene I shall never forget. Is it now? Well, I was pleased to see you. I mean, it was a simple statement of fact. It stands to reason that Thancred found himself in the same predicament. Alphino got a thing for his stall over here. In any case, if he had dealings with the Vath, you should be able to tell us, no? Quite right, Krill, quite right. Complete. I will not be using any of those potions. A little slow, a little late. Oh, we're gonna be fighting that thing again? I love that fight. Well, what are we waiting for? For we all know the Thancred could be waiting for us in Loth as Vath. We must go and see the Vath right away. Come along, everyone, come along. I go, because I can. Great hunters, we welcome you once more to Loth as Vath. What do you seek this day? We seek a man with whom we are told you may have had certain dealings. How curious, the hunters tire of godly sport and pursue mortal prey? No, he is not prey, but a friend long missing. Oh, there's a Pokemans. Good. He is a friend to the Vath as well, one with whom we have traded many times. Truly. And you are quite certain it was this man? There is no doubt. The fleshling clothed in skins came to us from Sam Al, lost and weak, He offered meat and hides in trade, and in exchange we tended his wounds. He brought us much flesh, so skilled a hunter he was. Much flesh. When he asked for garments, we were glad to provide them. And where is he now? Gone to Loth Nath not long ago, when he heard the one mind had summoned our god once more. Ravana is returned? Vidofnir did say that the Nath had grown as before, but what could Thancred hope to accomplish by himself? Honored Elder, we thank you for your help. Would that we repay this kindness ere we depart, but we must hasten to our comrade's side. Go, great hunters, lest the Nath claim him as sacrifice. Click. What do you have? Not joining a fate. Okay. Um. What? I don't know why that happened or how that happened. Why is that doing that? So that turns that, okay. So that is blood weapon now. Okay, that makes sense.
Who else could be? Thancred. It could be Thancred. We must hurry.
Is the Warrior of Darkness or something?
This day, we reclaim the reins of history. This day, we rid ourselves of the Ascians forever!
Fools playing at heroes, all of you. Is this how you believe you can save your world?
We can and we will, Ascian. You shall see. Or perhaps you will not! So you are the Warrior of Light, the savior of Erozea. It's a wonder you didn't come sooner, what with the primal and all. Lost a step, have we?
Have care. The ether moves strangely around him.
True that.
It would seem we share a common enemy. Mayhap you would tell us who you are.
Shall we show them?
Rude. Thancred. Why does he got like a glow up like Riku in Kingdom Hearts 2? Realize the new class, that's what Thancred is.
Not very sporting of you to interrupt, but so be it. Mark well our faces, Warrior of Light, for we are the Warriors of Darkness, walkers of a different path, and we shall meet again.
Warriors of Darkness? Really?
Thancred! Are you all right?
Pleasantries can wait. I'd rather not be here when the Nath arrive. Agreed?
Ingrid.
Suffice it to say, our reunion was not at all as I pictured it. Waiting until the last instant to join the fray. 'Tis plain you have not lost your appetite for the dramatic.
My appetite for the dramatic? Have you forgotten the circumstances of our parting? The heroic last stand, the tunnel filling with light, and then... Had I known you intended to use forbidden magics to deliver me to some god's forsaken wilderness, I would have thanked you in advance.
Thancred.
If nothing else, you might have warned me that I would emerge from the live stream in the altogether. Eventually, I managed to fashion knives from some obsidian I found, and set about hunting for meat and hides. Given that I'm not all that skilled in leatherworking, it's probably for the best that I met the Vath before I was reunited with you.
So you were the fleshling clothed in skins of whom the storyteller spoke?
A description which fit me as ill as the skins themselves. Happily, I was able to trade with the Vath for garments better becoming a man of refinement. From them, I learned of Ravana, and of the great warrior who had once laid him low.
And thence did you conclude that were you to track the Primal's movements, it would surely bring you into contact with the Scions once more?
It seemed a reasonable assumption. I could think of no one else with your enthusiasm for slaying beastmen gods. Until now, that is.
Ah, yes. The self-proclaimed Warriors of Darkness. 'Tis only fitting that they stand in opposition to the Warrior of Light, I suppose.
I glimpsed the leaders past, if only for a moment. They were confronting a man in black. An Ascian, I think.
If these warriors are capable of doing battle with Ascians and Primals both, they must be possessed of powerful protection. Protection not unlike the Echo.
Loot. Oh. Lost in that. Blessed with the power of the Echo and driven to put down primals, despite his declaration that they walk a different path, I struggle to see how their goals conflict with ours. Nor is it that the only oddity. I find it passing strange that such exceptional individuals should have wholly escaped our notice until now. Surely we would have heard rumors and attempted to recruit them to our cause. I recall no such adventurers, and I would no sooner forget their like, nor would any of us, I think. One of our primary duties was to scour the city-states for promising candidates, which is how I found my own tomb. Ah, the memories. It seems like only yesterday that you slew your first primal. Speaking of which, I had the distinct impression that it was not the first time that band of merry men and women had killed a god. I labor to believe that a band of preternaturally gifted adventurers has been traveling the land slaying primals without our knowledge. This would imply gross negligence on our part. Speculation would avail us not. There is far too many we do not know. For the present, we must needs concentrate on what we do know, namely that Lord Ravana is no more. Vid Ofnir must be informed. The news may render her more receptive to Sir Emmerich's invitation. Since you seem to have affairs here well in hand, I shall take my leave. Simply being in the vicinity of this colony has given me a stinking headache. Yeah, I get that. If you need of me, I shall be with Master Myota. I would beg her assistance with the search of Minfilia. Wait, Minfilia is missing? I thought she escaped with Biountu. I shall explain on the road. Much has happened in your absence. Oh, well, how nice of you to just drop me off right here. Look at this. Here we are, Cloud. Dragons everywhere. Dragon Lane over there. Good puppy. Can I just fly into a window? So dark in here. Look at them, all the dragons. Talking to a dragon now too. I agree, I need all the dragons. I had not thought to see thee again so soon, mortal. If thou seeketh the night, know that she hath long since departed for Ishgard. I need all the alls. My thanks, Vidofnir, but it was not for her that we came. We bring good tidings for you and yours. Lord Ravana, who had been summoned by the Nath, has again been laid low. Truly, once more you mortals have succeeded where mine own kind did not. Kind did fail. You do have our deepest thanks. Would that we could take credit. The god fell by another's hand. Another revelation upon revelation. Regardless, it is cause for celebration. The Nath will have no choice but to withdraw. But to another matter, I have tidings of thee as well, regarding the Ishgardian's invitation. As promised, I brought the matter to my sire, harking to his answer now. For 1,000 years have I mourned my beloved who gave her life to the forge a peace thine king betrayed. Such was my lot until a child of Ishgard came unto me. For want of warmth she wrapped herself in a dream, yet the world will remember her deeds. For truth she fought, for justice she sinned, for redemption she sacrificed, and became as light. To follow one's heart, to have faith in one's convictions, be it for weal or be it for woe. Such is the folly and the glory of man and of dragon. He hath entrusted the choice to us, and we have made it. We will keep faith with you who walk in the light. Then you accept Sir Emmerich's invitation. Let it be known that I, Vidofnir, shall journey unto Ishgard on behalf of my people. We are honored to receive your answer, and will convey your words to our allies without delay. It is happening, Yastal. Would that you were here to see it. Indeed. Brave lady sacrificed her own self.
Even as the Scions celebrated the return of a long-lost friend, honorable men plotted to deprive them of another.
Don't you do it.
Honorable men, to whom Sir Emmerich was no hero, but a scheming patricide. Honorable men who would fain wash the paving stones of foundation with the tyrant's blood. Honorable men whose knife in the dark was the spark which set the city aflame, and who sang as it burned.
Who sang as it burned. Can't believe they stabbed him. I like Sir Emmerich. He's a swell guy. Stop it. He's my buddy. No, I really do like him. He's fantastic. Been loving this storyline. Right, let us not keep Sir Emmerich waiting. Are you quite well, Thinkred? Yes, quite well. Forgive me, you have given me rather a lot to digest. This whole affair with the Ishgardians and the Travanians and our friends nowhere to be found. So it seemed there was no end to our troubles. We can but face them head on, one at a time. For now, we must apply ourselves to our allotted tasks and leave the others to theirs. Remember, Thinkred, we found you as they found me. In time, we will find Yadal and Palamo and Minfilia as well. These troubles will soon be but a memory, one which we will look back on together. Pray, do not misunderstand. I did not mean to imply that it would be otherwise. I merely wish that I had rejoined our grand adventure at one of its more triumphal moments. Despite your recent accomplishments, the mood here is less than celebratory. But I have no doubt that we will enjoy many more glorious victories soon enough. And you may rest assured that I will play my part in them to the very hilt. I know you will, so then to the congregation. I don't think he's gonna be there though. He got stabbed. We saw it. They didn't. Ay, ay, ay. Who would stab Sir Emmerich? So rude. You have returned. In this, at least the fates are kind. Greetings, First Commander. It pleases me to inform you that Vidofnir has accepted Sir Emmerich's invitation. She has? These are glad tidings indeed. Would that the Lord Commander were here to hear them. Ah, is he otherwise engaged? Sleeping off a knife to the gut. What? What happened? Will he live? The surgeons tell me he will make a full recovery, but had Lord Edamont and Lord Arthriel not been on hand when the assassin struck, he would not have been so fortunate. For a mercy, they subdue the fiend before he could land the telling blow. The attack was just the beginning, though. Not long after, buildings all around the city, including several of ours, burst into flame. They caught us completely by surprise. We've been downside the fires, but for every one we put out, it seems like 2 more start up. Casualties are mounting, especially in the Broom. Just plain, these fires were started by the assassins' conspirators. Until they have been rounded up, there will be no end to this. Will you help us find them? Then let us be about it. Burn. Oh, what we got here? 240. Primal accessories for bending copper. Oh, we'll do fending. No, we're not gonna do. We're gonna just do the silver. We don't need those items. The flames are spreading. We must needs begin our investigation immediately. Witness must be found. Suspects must be detained. Have you been able to determine the precise locations where these fires were set? Mayhap there is a pattern. If there is, we have yet to discern it. Fires have been reported throughout the city, in both the pillars and the foundation. Indeed, given the size of the area affected, it is best to divide our forces. Master Alphino and Mistress Justal, I would have you take charge of the investigation of the Foundation. As you wish. Mayhap Tartua could be assistance as well. Meaning Biontu and me get the pillars. Oh, they'll like me up there. Only question is, will the grizzled old rogue striking a pose over there be joining us? Thancred of the Signs of the Seventh Dawn, and may I say what a pleasure it is to meet you too, my lady. I bet. The name's Hilda. I sigh on her. There I was thinking I found a fellow ruffian amongst all these illustrationist personas. My goodness. I will remain here to accommodate the fire-quenching effort. If you learn aught of value, pray inform me immediately. That is all. Hey, okay. Let's go find the quest, or finish the quest. While we could be shifting through charred rubble and questioning random passerbyers, in my experience, every town has at least one individual who could be counted on to know things he or she should not. Oh, hey, the infamous Lord Forms. Lover of women and wine, though neither care for him that much. They say he could gossip for Ishgard. Just the sort of fellow I had in mind. Capital suggestion by Untu. He'll be at the Crosier, most like, making an effort to be seen. So let's go and see him. Nice. That's you're 2 for 2. Grizzled and grizzled, I will accept, but old? You are old boy. Pillars, to the pillars. First try. Well, if it isn't Biontu, dearest of all my friends, you're looking rather glum. Something the matter, old boy? Ah, yes, the arsons. Dreadful business that, and awful curious, wouldn't you say? There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to it all, or to it at all. Naturally, we've doubled the guard outside the manor, along with most of the other houses. Can't have the old pile going up in flames after all. Oh, in case you are wondering why the Hopland is awash with refugees, the lower levels of the vault have been open to those unfortunate souls who have lost their homes. Sir Emmerich's orders, from what I hear. Remarkable man, not even a knife in the ribs can keep him from his duties. Actually, old boy, if you were thinking of questioning the refugees, I should be more than happy to accompany you to the Hopland. While you conduct your inquiries, I could offer words of comfort to the distressed and despondent young maidens. Oh, wait a moment. I know what that is. You're giving me one of your looks, aren't you? You do me an injustice, oh boy. I will have you know my heart yearns for but one rose. Prickly though she may be, I sense you remain unconvinced. Very well. If it will help to prove the purity of my intentions, I shall gracefully rescind my offer. Now run along and catch those arsonists. That was not entirely what I had hoped for. Whose idea was it to come here again? Never mind. For our next step, I suggest we divide our efforts. While you question the refugees in the Hopland Biotu, I shall investigate the locations where the fires were set. Would you be so good as to join me, Hilda? You know what? I reckon I would. Can't have you roaming about an unfamiliar city by your lonesome, can we? You'd only get robbed blind and left shivering in your small clothes. Okay. She's saying that they'll rob him naked. Come, my brothers and sisters, there is food and shelter enough for all in the Balsira. Alone's blessings be upon you, Father. I confess we were not sure if we should come. There are so many unbelievable tales these days about the Archbishop and Sir Emmerich and the Trevanians. Trust in your heart, brother, and pay no heed to the lies of lesser men. They seek only to lead you astray. Do you require succor as well, sir? So the Temple Knights have begun their investigation at last. Good. This madness has gone on far too long. With that, I could do something to aid you in your search, but I have a duty to help these poor souls. Farewell, and may the Fury guide your steps. I need to trim my mustache. It's starting to, mess with my lip. It's driving me nuts. Ours was one of the first homes to be claimed, but I didn't see how the fire began. It was only when I heard our neighbors shouting that I looked outside and saw the flames. We barely escaped for clothes on our backs. Were it not for the church's generosity, I don't know what we'd do. There was a man with a satchel. I saw him kneeling outside the window, and then there was smoke everywhere. It was so hot and I couldn't breathe. I don't remember how I made it out. I suppose I must have climbed. Maybe my arm is getting better after all. Okay. down. Teleported for no reason. Ah, there you are. Anything to share? It will require more than the muddled testimony of a traumatized girl. We are to identify the culprits. While you were questioning the refugees, we inspected the scenes of several of the fires, including one near St. Romuald's Cathedral, another near the tribunal. For a mercy, neither structure suffered significant damage. Some may say that they were spared by the grace of the Fury. Others might question how such ruthless, efficient arsonists contrived to fail so miserably on the two occasions when their target was a bastion of Viscardian orthodoxy. Nothing conclusive, of course, but it does give one cause to wonder. Alphino will doubtless have an opinion. But no, good. Now that you're here, we can proceed with the interrogation. Huh? Silence will avail you not, sir. Ah, Biontu. I was just about to summon you. As you can see, we have detained a suspect. We found this man loitering near the remains of one of the stricken buildings. According to eyewitness, he was also present before the fires broke out. We wished to have words. He did not, so we insisted. Let me go. You've got the wrong man. My, but you reek of oil. And are those burns on your hands? An occupational hazard, I suppose. But tell me, does arson pay well? I'm a victim, you imbecile. Look at me. Aye, that you are, after a fashion. You should know that your pious patron has already spun us a delightful yarn. But how has Pet Mongrel slipped the leash and set about burning half the city to the ground? Not very noble of him. I grant you, but these highborn types rarely do show loyalty to their pets. In fact, he called you rabid and begged us to put you down. That's bollocks. He's the one that told me to keep going. Even a sinner such as me could find salvation in the Fury's work, he said. I'd left it behind. Tried to, with all my heart. Said my prayers every day like a good man, but he came to me. He came to me. And there you have it, Hilda. Would you be so kind as to escort our friend here to the congregation? Aye, so long as you don't mind if he's limping when he gets there. Ooh. That was incredible, Thancred. But how did you know he would confess? Well, I have seen his like before. A troubled soul, manipulated by men of power and wielded as a weapon. I could not be certain, of course, but given the stakes, I thought it would worth the risk. And if our captive had called your bluff, must we entertain hypotheticals? The world as it is vexing enough. Thank you, Thancred. Whether we, by luck or judgment, we have at last confirmed that these arsons were orchestrated by a person or persons of influence. I think it best that we now return to the congregation and discuss how best to proceed. Okay. Turn the ship around. On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, I thank you all. Manu apprehended is being interrogated as we speak, though he fell silent upon realizing that we had not turned his master. He will soon tell us what he knows, one way or another. Pardon the intrusion, First Commander. Ah, Lord Ariatol, are you come to see your father? He is attending Sir Emmerich in his chambers at present. I am. He bid me bring this salve. Then do not let me detain you, and thank you for your kindness, my lord. In times of trouble, every man must do his part. With that, I could do more. My lord Arturo did not seem to be in the best of spirits. "'Tis little yonder, Master Alphino. His father is widely slandered, and his half-brother not yet cold in the grave." Fair enough. Okay, guys, with that being said, this is going to be the end of this episode. This stream. I will see you guys, I believe Monday. I think Monday we're doing something. I'll let you know in the Discord channel if I'm gonna be here or not. I know family is wanting to go about an hour away to go swimming and stuff. I think that's the only time that all of the family will be together for the last bit of our summer because everybody's leaving to go do stuff. But I appreciate everybody coming out, supporting. If you like what you see, hit the follow button, the like, support, subscribe, all those things. I appreciate you guys just coming in, even if it's just to sit and relax and chill and watch the story as I'm playing. I do what I can. But I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next